let's do a little last now next, because I feel like it's been a while since I've talked about some of the books that I've recently read. So the last book that I read was Queen of Shadows. Finally, I feel like it took me a little bit to get into this one, but when I did really enjoy it. I loved all the different POVs that we got and the way that the storylines started kind of mixing together a little bit more. Like, I felt like the last book we had a new POV that was introduced and you didn't really get to see that POV interact with like some of the main ones. So I did really enjoy that, but I think that means that I have the tandem read after this, and I'm really nervous for that. So we'll see how long it takes me to get to the tandem read. Then I am currently reading Unsub by Meg Gardner. This is the beginning to a thriller series. I already read the first 2 or 3 books in this series, and then when I had to wait for the last book to come out, I just, you know, it fell off to the wayside and I kind of forgot about it. And then when I did get the 4th book, I just didn't jump into it again. So I'm rereading the series. That way I can finally read the last one and see how this ends. But I am loving being back in this series, and I love the writing style in here. The pace is so quick and like captivating, and I'm really enjoying it. I feel like thrillers haven't been hitting very much recently, so I'm glad that this one finally is. Now on to the part that I need your help with. I don't know what to read next, so I picked some of the sort of romance books on my TBR. I'm kind of in the mood for one of those. So the first one that we have up is Torn. This is on my monthly TBR. This is like an age gap romance, a little bit of like a forbidden romance, because it's actually her father's best friend and she knew him growing up. He was like a quasi uncle to her, and then after she turns 18 they start forming this relationship. So I'm a little hesitant to get into this, and I don't know, I haven't done too many taboo romance reads, so we'll see if I like that one or not. The other option from my monthly TBR is Brutal Obsession. This is a dark romance. I guess I just don't have a lot of like fluffy contemporary romance ones on my list this month, but this is like a hockey romance where I guess she's responsible for the main male character going to jail just for like a night, but his NHL prospects kind of fell apart. He had to go to a new college and realized that the new college that he's going to is where she goes, and he is determined to ruin her life because of this, and then I guess somehow a romance flourishes after that. So that is my other option. And then my third option is actually going to be one that's not on my monthly TBR. I do have another romance on my monthly TBR, but I want to read a book that I own physically, so that's going to be Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home. This is just a book that I really need to read because I'm trying to get through this series. This was on my priority TBR for last year and I never got to it, so that is why I threw this into the mix. But please let me know which one of those 3 you think I should read next. I'm feeling very indecisive, so any help would be greatly appreciated.